What is going on, everyone? I am Steve, hashtag Team No Sleeves from Burke Family 54 Comics. Welcome to another Thursday night chat, this time on a Saturday. We're going to hang out. We're going to talk comic books and review them. Before we do that, though, let's hit that intro. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start bringing in some of the panel tonight. We got a couple people joining us, maybe one or two later. We'll see. First up, we got Ryan, also known as New Guy. What's up, New Guy?
What's up? How's everybody doing on Thursday? I mean, Saturday. Ooh, something different.
It is something different. It is something different. Next up, we got Mark and Finn from Legion of Comics. What's up?
What's up? We're both really excited to be here on a Thursday night. Thursday nights are our favorite night to talk comics.
Yeah,
we're really happy.
And
we saw a bunch of animals.
Oh, nice. Nice.
And they were wrapped, and they didn't have animals.
They didn't have any what?
Giraffes, and they didn't have any lettuce or something. We had to give them the lettuce. It was our job.
Oh.
They didn't have wrap.
Okay.
That was good. I remember you sent that video.
Yeah, the zoo's exploiting children for labor.
Yeah, they make us pay them. They make us pay them for us to do their job.
Right? Right?
Yeah.
Hey, give us money and you feed the giraffe.
Sounds like an excellent business model.
Before we get any further, I'm going to go ahead and talk about a sponsor of tonight's Thursday night chat on a Saturday. We got comic book _pressing on Instagram. Protect your comic book investment for as little as $12 by using comic book _pressing on IG. And make sure you use my promo code BURK54 to get free shipping back to you on your first order. Again, today's Thursday night chat on a Saturday is brought to you by comic book _pressing on IG. Thank you also to channel sponsor, the616comics.com. Make sure you check them out for all your variants and exclusive comics needs. And thank you for sponsoring the monthly Burke Box. Thank you also to the channel members. We got Legion of Comics, which is here now. Remiku Studios, DJ Links, Flash, 6792, The Comic Book Poser, Mike V, Jonathan Michael, Cardboard Crazies, Pulp Fiction, Deep Dive Comics, Collectibles Lounge, Slotted Up 503, Jade Kuros, Kijana Prince, Chip Gittler, Small Time Collectibles, and Dan Eckery. And in a friend here, we got New Guy and lots of awesome people in the supporters here. Let's go ahead and say hi to everyone in the chat. I know there's a whole bunch of people live right now. There's lots of auctions happening. I think BRZRKR has like 600 people watching. It's fine. We're just going to hang out. We're just going to talk and chill. Ruby G, what up, dude? How's it going? 2,500, here we come. Yes. Mark is here, obviously. Burke and the Bros, give it going live at the same time. Yeah, we're only going to go live for about an hour. I know that they're live too. It's just the only time I was able to go live this week. So we'll talk about it later. DJ Links, what up? Oregon Wine, hello. Chip Gittler, what's up, dude? How's it going? VK on Comics, this is the way. It's Morphin time. What's up? This is the Burke fan variant I was talking about in your live stream earlier, and I'll show you my logo that's on the back. He was asking who the Power Rangers guy is. Boom. There's my logo. There you go. That's me. Well, I'm not the only one. Mark is one, and New Guy, and there's lots of other people too. But I feel like I'm among the top.
I'm gonna have to talk to a guy named John about that.
Cardboard Crazies, what's up? Let's see. Did I get everyone? Hashtag no sleeve sausage fest. Always. Yo, you're gonna have to change your family tier level. What did I not put you on there? I grabbed the wrong one. You're right. I did. I forgot to grab the. You're right. That's my bad. I'm sorry, Adrian. As soon as you get in here, I will change it. Okay. Let's see here. BRZRKR doesn't get my attention when Steve's on. Appreciate that. Okay. Saturday. All right, we're gonna go and show off our poll for the week. Here we go. I will go first. All right, so I'll put this on the bottom. Yeah, that's my bad, Panda. I grabbed the wrong one when I was putting it in there. Teen Titans Academy #2, which we're going to talk about tonight. I was going to grab the other one, but then I just saw how awesome this looked in person, and having Wally right there. It's just a slip cover. I had to get the variant. Pretty beautiful. And then I had to grab Berserker #1, that foil variant, and Berserker #2. I love the foil variant as well there. And for doing that, I was able to get this book. Something to Skill in Children #1, 8th print. Okay. And then ADFG Drop. What's up? Crossover #6, which surprised me about how good it was.
Yes.
Surprised.
It
Very
was so fun.
right? Batman Superman 17 did not surprise me. The last one was good. I really like this cover. It's just
It
awesome.
is cool.
And then this was shocking. Like the ending was super shocking. But Robin #1 by Joshua Williamson, wraparound cover. Hey, John, how's it going? All right. New guy. What books did you grab this week?
I too grabbed Robin #1. Action Comics, Straight Fire,
Fire.
Batman Superman, Fire,
Fire.
Teen Titans Academy 2. I got the Red X cover because there's Red X's galore in this book. So they had to put a Red X over inaugural class. I also grabbed the variant because it's just beautiful. Look at that.
You'd like some Red X?
Boom. Excellent read. That's Detective. Disappointing. Haven't got to read this one yet. But I like Shadow Man, the character, so I'm excited to see what Cullen Bunn does with them. Bitterroot #12. Starting to get moving. Pretty cool stuff there.
Oh, wow.
I like that.
I thought that was the coolest one on the shelf of the 3 covers I saw for that. And then Beta Ray Bill.
Fire.
Right? So that's it.
Boom. Boom. I did this update, and that's what I was doing while he was talking. Adrian, you're on there. I don't know how I missed that. I don't know. You're on there for the last one. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's on the computer or what, but there we go. Got it updated. All right, here we go. Mark.
I'm really reluctant to show my haul because you said you only want to be on for an hour.
You have a huge stack.
Yeah. So a little bit of back issue, go quick. 316, 318, 314 or 15. Yeah, 315, 314. Trying to get caught up on a couple of back issues before getting to the Spawn Universe stuff. The 2 Nightwings that were back issue from Tom Taylor, got those, so I'm caught up with those. Got another Flashpoint still in the poly bag, donated by my LCS for the giveaway. Got a couple of these guys. Something It's Killing the Children, 8th prints. The new Detective Comics, that A cover. The Marvels #1 that was just thrown in my box. Didn't expect to get it, but I got it. I'm not mad about it. Haven't read it. Crossover #6, very happy with it. Beta Ray Bill, very, very, very happy with it. Good God, I'm happy with that. Banger.
Yep.
Banger ratio.
Let me see.
Yep, that's a banger ratio. Department of Truth, banger. Teen Titans Academy, especially if you're reading Suicide Squad, banger.
Yeah.
Berserker 2, exactly what we needed. And that straight fire, son. Like, I got to put this down. I'm going to burn my hand. Fire. Like, oh, my God. So good.
Is that it?
Yeah, that actually went pretty fast. See, what do you mean is that it? Look at this.
Oh shoot,
I
that's
like to ramble, so I just wanted to blow through it.
Yeah.
so what? Okay, so you kind of said
Wait.
which one is your favorite. We'll go over our reads of the week real quick. So you go ahead and go, Mark, since you were just talking.
It was definitely that Action comic. Jesus Christ, that book was good.
Action Comics 10.
Hell,
What number?
that is
1038.
1030, dude. Like,
Oh, 1030.
like Philip Kennedy Johnson took 3 issues just to let everyone know like what's going to be the tone of his writing. You know, what's it going to look like? What is the dynamic supposed to be? So he gave us 3 issues without any important story arc, where the only thing that mattered was the character development between Jonathan and Clark. And then in this issue, not only did he add to that, he played Damian and Jonathan like whoever's written Super Sons in the past. I'm sorry, because he just put you to shame in just a few panels. Like, oh my God. Dang, that was fire. And there was just some key scenes in this and key moments in this that, like, it's so subtle, but when you look at it, it is so cinematic when you actually catch it. You're like, hoo-wee, as Panda would say. And whoever this new artist is, yeah, we got the artist on it now. Completely different than the first 3 issues. Let's see. Daniel Sampier. It's Sampere. Don't know how to say that. But he wrote Mongol like almost like as threatening feeling as Dark Side is. I don't know, man. It was awesome. Had heart, had action, had dread, had grotesqueness. It had it all, even with a twist ending too. Like, this is how Superman is supposed to be written.
Don't touch my Superman.
Don't touch my Superman. Yeah. Get away, John Ridley.
Oh shit. Ryan, what was your read of the week?
Man, I'm sitting here. I was trying to think of something different because I don't want to necessarily be the same. But honestly, like everything Mark said, man, like this book opens with like an incredible scene and makes a promise to you that by the end of this book, things are about to be real messed up. And he delivers on that promise at the end and then goes even a step further and just... And like Mark said, there's so many little scenes like on that promise at the end. Like Batman, you know, is like, hey, you know, like maybe you should consider stepping down and like giving John the mantle, you know. And he you know, he's kind of hesitant. Clark doesn't want to step away. But then like things go crazy, right? And the first thing that Superman thinks, like, I mean, it's going nuts. And Superman's like, call like all of these people, one of them being Jonathan, and in the very next panel, Jonathan's right there next to him.
He's not just there next to him, like there invasion happening. Superman just takes off and he just hits the radio and he calls out all the people that can fly. And he starts with his own son. He's like, John, Flash, whoever. He just goes down a list.
Diana, anybody.
Diana, meet me here. It's going down. In the next panel, you just see a side profile of Jonathan looking at the threat, arms back, flying right next to his dad, not even looking at his dad, just in unison. I'm already in lock, stock, and let's go. Just tell me where you need me. I'm leading it. Like, it's just, and Superman just looks over and, you know, you just know he has this sense of, this is all I need. This is it. And they start throwing plays out. It was like, oh my God. Oh, it's so smooth.
Yes.
Oh, it's so smooth.
Yeah. And part of what makes that scene so cool, though, is the scene right before it is like Jonathan and Damian just like hanging out on the docks, having a conversation about what their legacies are, you know, the shoes they have to fill. And Jonathan's saying, like, I don't want to do it. You know, I don't want to take the job. You know, I don't want to be Superman. That's my dad. And then you get to that very next, and Damian's like, yo, dude, like, you have no choice. It was put on you before you were even born.
You're here. Yeah.
Yeah. And then that next scene is where you get like Superman calling together the Justice League, and Jonathan's like right there at his side, and it's it hits.
It was beautiful.
The Death of Superman in the 90s is the only Superman book I've ever read. Holy cow! I read
Steve, blow this up real quick.
Okay.
Superman like takes off to this invasion and calls out to everyone right there. He's like, John, Kara, Connor, whichever you can hear my voice, we may have a situation. You just turn the page and already there. Boom.
Nice.
Just go. Just go.
You can hear the sonic boom in the
Yeah.
page.
Yeah, when you're reading it, it's so smooth. It's like, oh my God. It was good.
I read Action Comics Rebirth, which was 957 through issue 1000, and that was really, really good. Like
That was a lot with Super Lex, wasn't it?
Yeah, it started with the Super Lex, and then it went.
Yeah, that was solid.
And then, like, there was
The Doomsday stuff.
Jor-El, and then there was Mixie Pixie.
Mixpidolix.
That's it. And just it was fun. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed
This
it.
has gotten serious now, though. This is they're taking it serious. All it's got is pretty much horror and heart at this point.
I can do Justice League because it was focused on other characters. The standalone Superman, I just can't.
That's understandable based on like things previous. I would highly recommend this to people who have that opinion of Superman. This is a potential writer shift that can game change. Ryan isn't a Superman person, but thought he'd give it a try with this new writer. He has that same feeling.
I've had that feeling about other characters before, so I feel you. My read of the week was Robin #1. I was like not shocked at how good it was, based off the fact that it was written by Joshua Williamson, who we all know is just a stellar writer. Killed it on the Flash for 103 issues or something like that. And this book, I mean, it's just the art is good, but the story follows him as he's going. It feels kind of like a Mortal Kombat like type like tournament. And he's being Damian Wayne, which is a conceited SOB, but I like it. You know what I mean? I kind of like it. And then the ending, I mean, it's just not what I thought would happen. I for being a #1, so I don't know what to think, but I'm excited about it going forward. Obviously, he's got his plans. It felt very much like the ending of another book that I read recently. I think Ryan knows what I'm talking about.
Oh no, it must be Nightwing.
Possibly.
I guess.
I'm the only one on the
guess,
panel that hasn't read that.
A little similar. Different.
Yeah.
Different, but a little similar. Anyways.
Yeah.
Joshua,
I really enjoyed it though. Like I agree with you. Like Damian's kind of like cocky and a little high and mighty, but I like how Williamson kind of established like I don't know multiple facets of his personality before he left. You know, like the people begging on the dock. You know, and they're like, "Can we just have a coin?" And he just like hands them a roll of cash. You know, like
right.
It just kind of like grounds him as like he's not an awful guy. He's just kind of cocky and misguided, but he's still a good person inside, We get a
couple of new characters we haven't seen before. We get a couple of ones we already seen before, with Rose and all that. And I don't know, just fun. It just overall, I would really call it just a fun issue, So that was definitely my read of the week. Batman was in it a little bit. Gleb Melnikov is the artist, so he did the regular cover and the variants, so that's cool. But yeah, that was definitely my read of the week. I did not expect it to be as good as it is. I am digging the new costume a little bit. I like it, so I'm excited to see where they go with issue 2.
Now, Pocan Joe pointed out that on that cover he's got like the face of an old man. Like, look at his mouth. And it kind of does. Got like a recessed grin, like he doesn't have his dentures in or something.
Yeah, kind of like the old man from Up.
Yes. There he is, the comic vet.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, what's up, man? How's it going?
It's going, guys. It's going.
You got your comic stack for the week with you?
Yeah, it's an actual stack today too.
Ooh, let's see what
I
you
don't know
got.
if you guys can. All right, so I finally completed that Wolverine limited series. I got all 4 of them now.
Awesome.
Number 2, finally. That was actually given to me by my friend Mark from known as the River House Trader from Dynamite Comics over here at Wichita, Kansas. So thank you so much, Mark, for that. That was awesome. Picked this up from Vincent McLean, the Comic Machine. Got that gobbledygook. Has that mention of the Teenage Mutant Turtles in it, so that's really cool. Got this from you guys know her. It's Natalie from the Comic Queen on Instagram.
Yep.
Got Invincible #0.
Nice.
Invincible, that series was TV show so good.
Mm-hmm.
Got that back issue. I love this cover. This cover is one of the covers that I was missing out on. Teen Titans Academy #1. Then I got that No More Angel on there. Plus another one of the X Factor. This one is a newsstand. Got that Carnage. Like that Gleason cover, so I had to get it. Because Dave or Mark Spector Comics got one, I had to get one as well. Can't wait to read this. Have any of you guys read this yet?
Nope.
I'm looking forward to it. So I'll see if this is any good. Then I got that X-Men Legends #2. Had to get that toy variant of Beast. That looks so cool. Then I got Teen Titans Academy #2. I got that inaugural class with all of them wearing the Red X mask. Got that Once and Future #18. And then I got Department of Truth. I got that cover A because I love collecting the cover A's, but I also had to get the variants. This one was okay, not too bad. But I saw the one that Ryan had, and this is the banger right here. Mm-hmm. This is the cover.
For me, it was between the A and the one that I got. Because the other one's Scotty Young, right?
Yeah.
I gotta go.
The other one is
water, I guess. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Like it's a quality, it's quality work, but it just doesn't fit the book,
It doesn't, and I like it just because it's a Scotty Young. But it was only 3 covers there, so I was like, you know what, I might as well pick up all 3 because I love the series anyways. So.
Yeah,
just had to pick them all up. Picked up that Berserker #2. This was a story that I actually was surprised that I liked because I was like, where do you go from here? And then they gave the backstory, and I was just like, ooh, titties. Ooh, okay, I see it. So this is
Steve's away.
Steve's not here.
Oh, right. That's right. We're on Steve's channel. I forgot.
Language.
Well, he's gone. Papa's not here.
Yeah.
I got that Berserker
but he's always listening.
Got that Berserker #2. But I had to get that foil variant as well. Love the foils. This one was a really cool foil, but that's all that my LCS had, so that was really cool. Nice. So I ended up getting 3 of those. Something is Killing the Children. That was really cool. And then I got an X-Men 4. Got that newsstand. Then I got a regular X-Men 4 direct edition.
How much money did you spend?
A lot. A lot.
How's that second mortgage looking?
No longer there.
Follow-up question: are you ready for the next auction?
Right. I'm going to be putting some stuff up on an auction.
So what was your read of the week? What was your favorite?
My favorite probably had to be Berserker 2. It for me, it was just surprising because I thought it was just going to be action-packed like the first one, but it actually gave us that backstory. So I was just like, okay, I'm in it, like
it was actually balanced, dude. It definitely was a great read. It was completely balanced issue. It had enough action and gore to appease that aspect, but it had storytelling in it. It bounced between the future or the present and the past. Well, that first issue was awesome. Looking back at it, they did it well with like that first exploded in your face issue nonstop. What the heck did I just read? And then give us this in issue 2. Worked great.
Yeah, and I think it was, like you said, it was well balanced,
Mhm.
just because of getting that backstory to what exactly all he remembers, and including to the stories that his parents would tell him about before he was born. So you get all those stories as well, whether or not they're accurate or not. It's that game of telephone where you tell one thing to another person, to another person, to another person. Starts as a one thing, but ends up being a totally different thing at the end. But those are still stories that he remembers, and so that was really cool.
So I guess we should start with Berserker 2 then, because that's a great segue for the first book we're going to review. Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
I read this and I was blown away, like you guys said, like blown away about how good it was. Because it's going to be hard to follow up that issue one. Issue one had a ton of hype around it. There's a ton of violence to it, but it felt like the perfect second act where it's like, okay, we warmed up the whole audience with this awesome fight scene, and we're giving a little bit of backstory, but mostly violence, mostly action. But here in issue 2, there's still a ton of action, but you go back to the beginning. You see what happens, why he was created, like how quickly he's like became an adult, how quickly he became a weapon, and all that stuff. I don't know. I thought it was fantastic for sure.
Yeah, and I definitely thought of him as Jesus, like a really fucked up or a really messed up Jesus. I am so sorry, Steve.
It's cool. It's cool.
Just because of the way that he was conceived,
Oh boy.
But they pray to the gods. She may not have been a virgin or whatever. The Virgin Mary, whatever. But the way that you see it in like, this is like when you get told these stories of the Bible of how Mary was, conceived a child, through not usual means of doing stuff. Things like that. In your mind, like maybe it's like a bolt of lightning, and it went straight up her crotch like that. It was awesome.
Oh, fire crotch.
Oh yeah, old little fire crotch, and then you see her ovaries just like glowing and stuff. And
like,
I'll be
yes,
honest with you. When I thought to myself, like, if my village had no other chance in hell, and I knew the only shot we had was for my wife to go bang some blue electrical god, we're all just gonna die. Like, this is it for us. Throw in the towel. No, it ain't gonna happen.
Yep.
No, but in total context of what Berserker is, like, this isn't a great piece of literature. It's just meant to be fun, wild, action-packed, and keeping it in context for what it is. This issue definitely delivered. It was really fun, and I loved seeing him as a kid, like them kind of explaining why it's called Berserker. Like that's the whole, I guess, the twist with him. He is a demigod. He's half god, half man, and he goes into this kill mode. It's almost like Dexter, how he has that urge that he has to kill. They liken it to an addiction almost. This kid has an addiction to kill, and he has to feel it. So you see them trying to train him and work with him on it. But it was really cool seeing him like rip the animal to pieces and stuff. And,
yes, that was cool.
Yeah, like he accidentally kills the guy that was trying to help him and train him, and he ripped a cheetah in half.
Hold on. Yep.
We've all been there, right?
We've all been there. No, and
that was my 9th birthday.
Yeah.
I liked his his eyes glowing too when he gets pissed. Like that
looks like Raiden from the new Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. How long did it say it took him to become an adult? Like 2 years or something like that? He went from being a baby to an adult.
I'll be honest with you. There's pages in here like this, so I don't remember the fine details of what they said.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that was insane. That was nuts.
It was 2 harvests that so whether or not that's 2 years or whatever, it was like 2 harvests that they had to go through. That one after he was conceived, they rampaged the village that one season, and then the next season he was able to stand up to him. So I thought that was really cool.
When he says stand up to him, he means kill them.
Yeah, absolutely slaughter them.
Slaughter all those other people coming to ravage them. And then
Yeah. But just like the first issue, this was straightforward. It was a quick read. There wasn't there wasn't much to think on. And I really don't care for when they do this. When I pick up the book, I'm like, oh, that feels like a decent sized read. And I get home and half the book is just ads. Like I hate that deception.
Yeah.
Like I'm familiar with these other stories. You know, I buy comics.
Yeah, and the last fourth of it is a different story that they're trying to introduce.
the art is growing on me. I did
Mhm.
not
I thought it
like
was
it
better.
very much. I did not like it very much in issue 1. It's growing on me. You
Dude,
know?
I'm telling you, I think the big thing with issue 1 was the horrible color palette. The whole book was orange
Yeah,
and
the
black.
colors weren't great.
I mean, Ron Garney's fantastic. So like, it's still really flat color work, but they're working with a bigger palette this time.
hmm
Ryan, we haven't heard from you yet. What'd you think of Berserker 2?
Honestly, I haven't got to it yet.
Oh, okay. All right. It's good.
Yeah, I am. I'm excited to check it out though, because I kind of know like where everybody was in the community on that first one, and so like the people that liked it really liked this one. The people that weren't quite that hot on it seem to have been happier with this one. So that does give me some excitement to check it out and see how they improved it.
Yeah, I'm excited to see like where they go from here. Like, do they continue with like this chronological, like, okay, this is what's been happening over the last 80,000 years, or do we jump back to present day with like a new foe and whatnot? Like, we don't know. Like, no one knows like what's going to happen, and I think that's what makes it interesting, is trying to guess what's going to happen and figure out what he's going to do. So, I don't know. I'm excited for it for sure.
Yeah. And the goal is for him to die, right? Like at the end, like
I think he
that's
wants.
the whole reason why he's working with that government, is because they're looking into making some sort of serum or some way of actually ending his life for definite, right? Like that's the end goal here.
Yeah, in the first one, what they were saying is like he's working with them because he wants to die. So but they want an army. So
Yeah, they want to
they're
replicate him.
researching him to figure out how to make an army of him, but also how can they make him die, so he can go on and they can have their army.
Okay.
I mean, he's clearly capable of being burned, and they just saw like burning him to ash.
Yeah, I mean,
It's so obvious.
he's capable of being hurt for sure. It's just he heals, just not as quickly as
Did
Wolverine.
they explain like a healing factor or anything this time?
Not yet.
No, not yet.
Nope.
He's
But,
dealing with
They're
memories.
aware of it.
yeah,
But that's
Yeah, we
about it.
watched them helping accelerate his healing process in the first one, right? That's what they were doing
Yeah.
at the end.
Mhm.
Yeah, whenever he lays on that table.
Yeah.
overall, I thought it was good.
Oh yeah, I had a blast with it.
Yeah, really good. Really, really good. You guys want to jump into Teen Titans Academy number 2?
Yeah.
You said that so reluctantly.
Who, me?
Yeah. So
I was trying to decide. Pin, have you read Crossover 6?
I have not, but you guys can talk about it. I stopped reading crossover at 3,
Okay.
but after hearing you guys talk over, because I stopped at 3, so I just didn't give a chance because I was so pissed off that I went all in on 3, and then it ended up like not delivering whatsoever. So I was like, "Here's Kate's just crapping all over everything again." So I think I'm done.
There's a
Yeah,
major.
you should have put all that energy on this issue.
There's a
Okay.
major person that comes in issue 6. And
What do you
then-
mean a?
What?
Hey, what do you mean a major player?
Well, you know what I mean. But there's we'll get to it.
Honestly,
Right,
5 and 6
Hey, being a
deliver.
spoiler, you're going to need
5
this
and
book
6.
for you're going to need this book for a different collection that you collect.
Okay.
Okay. All right, let's
Like
get into
the first 4 books were like set up. 5 is just about
Well,
delivers, and then 6 really just like lands everything that you've been waiting for.
He finally delivered after all that hype. He finally delivered.
Ooh wee!
Ooh wee!
Hey.
We got to get that on a shirt, Panda. We got to get your big old logo on the front and just ooh wee on the back.
Yeah,
Okay, Teen Titans Academy number 2 came out this week. We've known about Red X since Future State, and in this book, it feels like there's some misdirection happening here because we do know from issue 1, several people, I think they said 3, have taken on the mantle as Red X, and one of them I'm assuming is Nightwing. So who are the other people, and who is the person in this issue? And will we ever get to see a new Red X that we saw from Future State at the end that basically sacrifices himself? All of that. As a new reader to this series, Panda, because you did not check out Future State like the rest of us did, what are you thinking so far of Teen Titans Academy, Red X, all that stuff?
I think it's really cool. There's a mystery to, like you said, finding out who the other 2 are, because we already know that Nightwing is one of them because he's looking for that, his Red X mask and everything like that. So we know he's one of them. And then the second one that showed up inside the control room, and who knows if the one that showed up inside the control room was the one that showed up in front of the speedster on the the speedster on the wheelchair. Bolt. I was trying to think of her first name, like Altina or something like that.
Yeah, Altina, I think.
Oh yeah,
Altina, yeah, something like that.
But I like it. I like the mystery. I like the whole setup of the Academy once again, because I'm a big fan of Strange Academy. Strange Academy is one of those ones that I'm still having fun reading. We're about 8 issues into that one, and that one's really cool. But it's just really cool to see, the Teen Titans or the Titans as teachers, and how, they're still trying to fill that role as a teacher and find themselves. Cyborg's trying to have this conversation with Matt. And
hey, Dick, he's like, it's Nightwing in front of the kids. Oh, Mr. Nightwing. No, that's
right,
that's too
Nightwing.
formal.
Oh, and then I like how he's like, or Mr. Nightwing if you're nasty. And he was like, I think it's a song. That was really funny.
He totally had relations with Corey, right?
Like, yeah.
100% had relations with her.
Oh, yeah. She's waking up in the bed, dressing. He's still in his underwear. That's that whole,
based on the first one. I don't know if he had relations with her, but she definitely had relations with him. She was like, come on now. Don't worry about that mask.
I do like the whole backstory with Matt, the new kid. You can tell that he's going to be some sort of big player in this game. So they're giving him a lot of mystery, with his roommate trying to switch with other people. So this way he could be out of that room.
Oh, Stitch.
Yeah, Stitch. And then
all he does is plays not chess and drives me up the walls.
Right, exactly. And so it's just really cool that they've given another mystery to another character that we see, because even though, he said that he has no memory of what his life is. He's got no family to go to, nobody that misses him. So, he's just there, right? He just woke up one day and he fell from the sky. So where did he come from? Who does he belong to? What faction, dropped him off? Like, it's just another added mystery. And I like that. So I'm all in on this Teen Titans Academy. I'm actually digging what they're doing with it. And like I said, I really like the design of the Red X and who Red X could be, and just the whole thing. I'm just down for it. You know what I mean?
They're definitely playing this one close to the vest, and they're definitely dragging it on to get more readers, which is smart for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm excited to see where they go with it for sure. Because this Red X right here definitely looks like an adult, 100%. It's not the same person from the Future State. Red X,
right? Because he looks bigger, right? He looks jacked.
This guy looks jacked. This guy looks like a behemoth. And
I think that could be an artist thing, because in Future State, one thing I took from it, because they showed us his face, but we weren't able to tell who it was definitively in Future State.
Right.
And for myself, I was wondering, is this Bao? And all I was trying to think about, well, if it is, he's clearly older. That's what I thought when I read Future State.
Right.
So I think he was meant to be around Nightwing's age and their age. And he made that comment in Future State, hello, old friends. And you saw who popped up behind him. It wasn't other kids in the class. It was other alumni.
True.
And there's also that, like, did y'all catch the vibe that he possibly is in league with Amanda Waller?
Yes.
Yes,
Because
because
he's
of the
going
whole
after
Suicide
her.
Squad.
He's going after her, and at the end of this book, spoiler alert, the Suicide Squad shows up to get Bolt.
No, I didn't feel like he was like definitively with the Suicide Squad. I kind of just felt like he's just another player in Waller's arsenal. I don't think that they're necessarily the Suicide Squad and him are attached, but I think Waller is. I think in a classic
I don't think
Amanda
they
Waller
know.
fashion,
Because that's Waller's thing. Like, the less that each person knows, the more in control she is. So to me, like, they could all be working for Waller, and nobody knows that the other ones are, in cahoots.
So who is Smith?
Christopher Smith, Peacemaker.
Okay.
So does this tie into the Suicide Squad now?
Dude. All right. One thing that DC did amazing 15 years ago was continuity across the board. Then they messed up with New 52 because they tried to go too hard with it, and it messed up the writers and the artists' work. And then they did the total opposite after that, where it's just a jumbled mess. Like, you would have to read everything, then draw a zigzag line from title to title to find connecting continuity. Well, right now they're doing this really smooth balance of it. Like, you're seeing little, like, where characters are overlapping just in location and timing alone in other books, not necessarily with their story. Like, the whole gas attack that happened on Arkham, like, that killed everyone in the beginning of Batman and stuff, since, like, the Suicide Squad was in the building when that happened. If you read Batman,
They were
you
in
don't know
Arkham.
that. Yeah, they were in Arkham. If you read Batman, you have no clue. If you read Suicide Squad, you realize they're in there trying to break out Talon when it all goes down. Like, there's just this beautiful continuity being laid out right now in DC Comics, and it is so smooth. At the end of the last Suicide Squad, Amanda Waller told them, go get me Bolt. And that's why they're there.
Oh, okay. So how is Suicide Squad right now? Because I might want to
One of the best books that I am reading.
One of the top 3 books on shelves.
Matt Smith? Who's Matt
Sold. Sold.
Matt Smith, the actor?
I'm going to go get some back issues of Suicide
Dr.
Squad.
Who?
So where should I start with Suicide
I've
Squad?
heard nothing but good
It
things.
just started, man.
Oh, it did? Okay.
There's only like
Just 2 issues in.
Yeah, it started when
Okay,
Swamp
good.
Thing. When Swamp Thing started, so did Suicide Squad, and they're dropping on the same week. So
Okay,
there's 2
cool.
issues. The first issue introduces you to Peacemaker.
Wow.
The second the second issue shows you that they were in Arkham when the gas attack happened, and Batman's actually coming into Arkham while they're escaping the other side of the building. And and the reason they're in Arkham is to get Talon. So the second issue, they get Talon, they get out. Now in the third issue, they're going to be going to get whoever at Teen Titans Academy.
So where this one cliffhangered, you're going to see it pick up directly in Suicide Squad from their perspective on getting Bolt.
Oh, that's exciting. Oh, man. I love that how they can tie things like that and
It's
tie them
called
all
a
in.
cohesive world. This is what made me fall in love with DC back in like when I was reading both of them about Even, that's what really put DC ahead for me. Like during the era of like Civil War and Infinite Crisis, DC was just on top of it. They just went overboard with it with New 52.
Uh-huh. Oh, dude, I'm excited.
And-
I'm going to go pick up some Suicide Squad
I gotta
tomorrow.
go.
Yeah, because let me.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Because let me take this a step farther for you, man. I watched wrestling like for a year in 7th grade, right? And like I totally missed the John Cena thing. Do not care about the guy. Then he shows up in this movie Trainwreck, right? And I was like, holy crap! Like John Cena's great. You know, he's actually a surprisingly good actor, and he's hilarious.
Yeah.
And then the Suicide Squad, you know, they announced he was playing Peacemaker, and I was like, well, that's cool, but like I don't know anything about that character, so I'm sure he'll be okay or whatever. Dude, the first issue of Suicide Squad, they tell you who he is, and in that moment, I'm like, all right, I got this. Like, I am so hyped for James Gunn's Suicide Squad right now because I cannot wait to see John Cena play this character perfectly, because even John Cena, they interviewed him and they asked him, they were like, well, who is Peacemaker? Like, what's this character about? And he's like, he's the asshole version of Captain America. And I was like, that's it, man. Like, you know the character, therefore you will play the character.
And you know,
If
I
nothing
fell in love
else,
with
Panda, I
John
guarantee you,
Cena.
you're going to see the right hook of your life. You're going to see like the most epic punch thrown in comic book history. Just one single
Okay.
punch.
You know, and I fell in love with John Cena being a Peacemaker after that Red Band trailer where he was talking about all the dicks on the beach or whatever.
Yeah. If someone told me,
Yeah,
I would do it in a heartbeat. Yeah.
in a heartbeat. Oh
In a
man,
heartbeat.
I fell in love with that. And I was just like, I'm all for him being Peacemaker.
Yeah.
I'm good with it. So yeah,
Yeah,
and he
yeah, it's gonna be great.
comedic timing.
He's just that great comedic timing.
He has the potential to be as perfect casting as like Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, or any of those other like iconic Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. Like Peacemaker,
yeah.
if John Cena delivers the way I expect him to, he might have like a whole. I mean, they're already doing a show, right?
He's
So
already- he's
apparently,
already-
what they've already
yeah.
seen,
Yeah.
yeah, they already know he's about to take off when this movie drops.
And then you got damn, I don't even know where I was going to go. The kind of the banter that you saw with like him and Bloodsport and all that, you kind of see that playing through in the book as well. And as goofy as people, like, even they make fun of his costume, like you hear Bloodsport call it like a toilet bowl he's wearing on his head.
Yeah,
Like it's 100% comic accurate, 100%. But when you see him rocking it in the comics, it's not a joke. Like, you get it.
Yeah,
yeah.
and like the concept,
That's really
like
cool. So
the
I'm
Suicide
all down
Squad
for it.
is like the Suicide Squad has no problem with people dying, right? Well, this Suicide comic series, these
Uh-huh.
2 books so far, like they take it even a step further than that, man. Like it is crazy.
Man,
And
I
spoke
am
about
sold. I am.
Superboy. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying I'm pumped now. Like I
Yeah,
really want to read the Suicide Squad. Like, you know, for me, most of my pull list has been Indies and Marvel. Like the only things that I get DC now is Tinian's Batman, which I'm about to drop.
Dude, that's like one
Yeah.
of the worst books that come out. I say
Dude,
it
that's
all
it
the
really
time.
is.
Like,
That's what
not
I'm
just
saying.
not for like DC or for Bat, like just legitimately, that's one of the worst books that come out. I've been saying it for months to everybody who reads Tinian's Batman.
Yeah,
Detective Comics is a
Read
consistent
Detective.
Batman title.
yeah, it's so
If you
good.
want Batman,
Yeah.
that's it.
I would not suggest, in my opinion, Batman the Detective. I didn't think was very good. That was just me.
Yeah.
The number
That's
one.
fine. It's not a very grounded Batman title. It's off the reservation, which I think that's why I enjoy it. It's Tom
That-
Taylor. What do you expect?
Batman and Superman is pretty good.
Yeah,
Very good. Very good.
But it's
Yeah.
Elseworlds, basically. You know, it's definitely
It is.
Elseworlds.
It's for sure. Yeah, I did.
Boom.
I made my daughter some. Yes, we can talk that in a little bit if you guys want.
This book is so cool.
some SpaghettiOs. She wanted some. Princess gets what she wants. So
So did y'all catch like how like they introduced another speedster, which great, another speedster, but they kind of established her as different than the rest, that she
She's
doesn't
like-
have like this unlimited tap into the speed force.
she's like the Oscar Pistorius speedster. It's a sport.
Yeah,
It's a sports reference, Mark.
I
Didn't he
hope
murder
she
his
doesn't
wife?
like start murdering people.
He did.
Yeah, he murdered
Disclaimer.
his wife. Yeah, disclaimer.
You know what I mean? Because of the
But,
lake.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
No, but yeah, I do agree with Mark though. I like that they really differentiated her and established that. So like now if she does develop more abilities kind of like the other speedsters, that'll be surprising because they established her very well in this issue, you know.
I'll show you guys what I mean. If you have not seen the book, you guys, we all know what Oscar Pistorius.
Bolt is a quadriplegic.
Yes.
She has no legs from the knees down.
Here's
That's not
her-
quadriplegic though.
Paraplegic. I'm sorry, Ryan.
Yeah.
Here's her running. legs look identical to what the story has had. So,
Minus she doesn't
Just
carry a
wait.
gun.
you guys notice the T belt buckle they're all wearing for Titans?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like it.
What do y'all think of
Yeah.
Cyborg's look in this compared to how he's been?
Well, he's been different for sure, and at some point we do know that Beast Boy and Cyborg merge in a future state, which we don't know how, but they do.
Interesting you brought that up though, because as I was reading it, I was thinking like, man, I just like the way that Cyborg looks in this better than like the Snyder cut and
Watch
stuff.
your
You know,
words.
sorry, but I like that look better. I'm not saying anything about the character or the movie. I'm
Yeah,
just saying, like,
that's
character
amazing.
design wise, like, I prefer same thing like the Teen Titans cartoon. The way he's like looks human, but part of him is just like silver banded metal. You know,
Mhm.
kind of like how they did what's his name, the Winter Soldier's arm early on.
Oh, Bucky.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think he looks good with this sleek, smooth design.
I did kind of like in the cartoon how he has like the clear blue pieces, so you can kind of see like electronics under there and stuff. But for the most part, I like this design.
And speaking of the Snyder cut, I watched it again
What up, Baby
today.
Shaq? How's it going? Nice rapping. That was cool to see. That was cool.
Right.
No, that was fun to watch. I'm not a rapper, so I can't even pretend to try. So,
Right.
but I'm excited. Like, I'm as excited about like DC books in general, just like all of them that I'm picking up are all good.
Yeah, they're hitting right
And
now.
Batman, which you guys were saying not good. It's still building, which is. But you know what though? This building is still better than 8 dream sequence issues, which I've yet to hear Mark defend. So. Nothing you can say about it.
Not
Exactly.
living in the past.
only if the past is the last couple months. Yeah, he'll be right back. He'll be right back.
I'm not living in the past. I watched Snyder Cut today. Said both of those things in the past 2 minutes.
I can also write books in my mind. Okay, should we talk crossover since he's not here?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Blew my mind. Blew
That
my
2-page
mind.
splash.
Blew my mind how good it was. Holy cow. And then the last page, I'm not saying we like knew it was coming, but like
Oh, never mind.
felt like there was hope. Well, we'll try not to spoil it too much for Panda.
No, go ahead. I plan on reading.
Ninja Turtles are in here, Panda.
I know Biggie showed that to me, and I was just like, "Oh, I gotta get it."
That's the only panel they're in.
That's all
And
that
that's fine
matters.
with me. That's fine with me.
But we do get that. Look at that.
Boom.
Look at
Now
that.
there's the original Red X. It's not called the Red X. I think it's called X. He's above Savage Dragon's fin. That was a wild character. He's fighting Shadow. What is his name? Shadowhawk. He's just covered with real characters in here. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
Got
And Biggie was
Witchblade,
saying that
got
there's the
Darkness.
shadow of Incredible Hulk in there too.
Oops.
Yeah, he's been in like the shadow in the background a couple of times.
Whoops.
Okay, so
This is a spoiler
we are
show.
going to spoil things. So I apologize. We are going to spoil things. I just showed a page. So this is crossover number 6. Yes, just came out this week. This is spoiler review. Unfortunately, I did like all that stuff. Like, look at this. This was cool. Obviously, that was cool. Wasn't the best part of the book. Not even. I don't even know if it was top 2 or 3. You know what I mean? Because the Valifax thing, when she's cutting through those zombies, oh, so good. Yes, that blew my mind, dude. What?
Hit Girl showed up and wrecked house.
Hit Girl showed up and wrecked house.
That blam, blam, blam. I was like, wait, who is this? What?
I was about to say that it's like Hit Girl.
You don't know who
Yeah,
Hit Girl was?
what's his
No, I
name?
do.
Who worked what's his name who worked in the comic shop looked at her and said, "This is the best day of my life," and she says, "Mine too," and runs into a horde of zombies, and that's the last you see of her.
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah.
No, I knew who she was, but whenever they're about to go down, you know, and then it's just like blam, 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 like 3 bullets, and then it's the page turn, right? And she's standing there. Because whenever I saw the shots, I was like, wait, who was shooting? Who had a gun like that, you know? And I turned the page and she's like standing in the doorway. I was like, what?
Who?
Then, yeah, best day of my life too. It just like runs right into him. Like,
who is he fighting?
I don't
know.
The Superman looking guy that they couldn't show, or the one they did show?
No, the Superman guy. They right here. This
Because
panel.
you see, Superman is the one beating him up, but they're obviously not literally Superman. But
Who is it? Who is this blue dude?
I don't know who that odd fellow is. But it makes sense why Orion couldn't wield Valifax, because he's not
Worthy.
from the other side. Wasn't that the only people that wielded Valifax were the people that were actual comic characters? You know, Madman, Ellie, the people from God Country that handed over.
Did we just
The
spoil
granddaughter?
Did we just spoil the last page?
Oh yeah, Ellie's a comic character.
Yeah, she is. That was a wig. She's a comic book character. Wearing an Invincible TV shirt.
Dude, when I got there and that was like their big reveal, I'm like, I just don't care. I'm going back to that 2-page splash. Like,
Yeah, that was my thing. Like,
I thought it was really cool. It
was a well played reveal, but it wasn't like surprising. You know,
wasn't surprising. No.
And I hope
like it totally made sense as soon as I saw it. I was like, okay, yeah.
They got the Black Hammer characters from Jeff Lemire's Black Hammer in here. That Lee's a huge fan of Jeff Lemire, and he's a huge fan of Donnie Cates' indie stuff as well. So, dude, I cannot wait to hear Lee from Whack Comics talk about this book, because this had to be like Christmas morning for him.
What I thought was really interesting is like the narrator, because we've long discussed that we think it's Donnie Cates narrating the story, right? And so in this one, he's like, wait a minute, like this isn't how the story goes and stuff. So that was kind of an interesting moment. And then at the end, the narrator's voice like fades away.
It fades, like he lost the story. It's out of his hands.
Yeah. And so that's what I was thinking, is like, now that it's going on to Chip and it's like leaving him, that's a really great way to play that if it was him narrating it like we suspect. Otherwise, I don't know what it means.
And you saw the issue 7 cover with Chip Zdarsky missing. Yeah.
Which will also be interesting, because they've already like had Chip in that news report, you know. So
Chip Zdarsky,
how's he going to play with that as he writes? You
AKA
know?
Steve Murray. Did you see that on the wanted poster?
Where is that part where you said the voice fades away? Are you talking about?
It's about halfway through when Ellie's like, no, it's toward the beginning even. It's not even toward the end.
I thought it was at the end whenever the narrator's voice fades out.
I thought he lost it earlier on than that.
So you're talking about the guy with the gun, right?
No, the actual narrator.
No. Yeah. Remember whenever he pulls the gun or whatever, and the narrator says, like, this isn't how the story goes.
What up,
Or
DeBerg?
something to that effect.
No, it's literally the second page.
Okay.
You lose the narrator on the second page.
Okay. Yeah. I do remember that now.
And then from there on, the book is not narrated by questionable person who's been narrating it the whole time.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, I do. Yes, that is cool.
Like the narrator was wanting Ellie to allow Ryan to shoot the little girl, and she's deviating from his plan. So I wonder if that means like she's gonna. I mean, that kind of makes me assume that Chip's gonna have to pick up with her character.
She's the narrator's creation, then.
Maybe that was just like a subtle hint that she wasn't of like that was like our first subtle hint in this issue that
she was.
She's gonna.
She's
gonna be a comic book.
What?
What do you got there?
Oh, I got a package from Exploding Pages of Awesomeness.
Oh, is this a pre? Oh, nice.
And then another one of the Republic there.
Nice.
But this was something that I bought from him. This is that Gleason cover, second. But
Ooh, the Virgin.
Virgin.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
That is awesome.
yeah. Really excited. I might send this off to CGC. It is so clean looking.
I need to send off like a boatload of books. A boatload.
I know, right?
When is the cutoff for people who already have memberships before the price spike?
I think the cutoff was already happened, right? But like, you're talking about like renewing their membership or like
No,
price per book?
I have a standing membership that I paid for at a certain price point. Are they going to honor that price point or like make me pay the new price point?
I have a
No,
video coming
the
out
price
tomorrow.
the price increases when you renew.
Okay.
I have a video coming out tomorrow comparing sold prices, if that is what matters to you, between CBCS and CGC. So that's interesting. But I don't personally own any CBCS books. That doesn't mean I won't ever, but I don't personally own them. So sorry, I just deviated a little bit. They've also had that one order for like 4.5 months, and that's kind of frustrating the heck out of me.
You see that? Yeah, you saw that TMNT Adventures 1 and a 9.8 at the local shop here, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Oh, that was a 9.8?
Yeah.
I did see that. I did see that in your picture. That's a whole bunch of CBCS. What was that grade of that Tech 359?
I'm not sure. I just saw the TMNT and wanted to take a picture of it. I was in there getting something else.
Pan and I got a couple TMNT Adventures #1. His is a higher grade, but mine's the Thursd with a signature. So dead silence.
I was just wondering for you to declare the winner of that flex off.
Oh. His wall is pretty clean. His
was pretty clean.
wall is pretty clean. Though I don't recommend. I mean, it works for him. I don't recommend the command strips, but it works for him. So
Yeah, I'm with the comic den. Like I don't see anybody online trying to sell their stuff for a different price point because it's CBCS.
there's a pretty significant difference
In the sold prices.
in sold prices. So I did 3 different books, and it'll be in that video tomorrow. But
Are
I
they
mean,
all sold around the same time period as well?
and I go over that too. What I did is I went. I'll just say it real quick. I picked 3 books that I had in my collection, and then I looked up the CBCS prices. Obviously, there's more CGC of those versus CBCS. So I did the 3 most recent sales of this. It was CBCS 9.8 of that, and then I looked at the dates of those sold, and then I went to when I searched it for CGC, I found the same dates for those. Because I don't buy the last 3. The last 3 could have been in the last day, or the last 3 for CBCS could have been in the last month and a half. You know what I mean? Just because there's way more CGC books. So that's how I made it more fair. But even doing that, there was a significant difference in prices sold. Hot glue my books to the wall. Gorilla glue. Nice.
Comic that explains everything. Panda must have done the same thing.
Yeah, I did.
You guys have anything else you guys want to talk about before we get out of here? I wanted to try to make this pretty quick because I know other people are live and all that, and I don't want to step on anyone's toes, but also still wanted to go live. There's some good books coming out next week, though. Batman 108, everyone's favorite. Suicide Squad 3 drops next week.
Yes.
Batman the Second.
The card stock on that. Woo.
Batman the Second Son #2. I think you said Firepower.
Swamp Thing.
Firepower?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, Firepower 11. Nice.
Have you seen Firepower 12 is going to ruin your favorite thing about Firepower, Steve?
No, what?
There's like
There's
12
gonna be
or
words in it.
like 12 covers or something for it.
No!
Yeah. They're doing like a 1 year anniversary thing, and they're gonna like have like 12 covers or something.
That's
Like,
my
no.
favorite, is not having to worry about buying a different cover. Just show up and it's just one cover. Boom. Perfect. What's up,
Right.
Jonathan? How's it going? Yeah.
Man, so I'm ready to talk Suicide Squad next week if you guys are, because I would love to catch up
Always.
and read that third book.
I'll ask my shop if they have 1 and 2, and if they do, I'll grab them and I'll grab number 3 so we can talk about number 3 next week. Because
Yeah, 'cause I promise you, like, this is a book people are sleeping on. Like, the only person I have to talk to about it is Mark, because like nobody's reading it, but it's so good.
that Star Wars book comes out next week too, that everyone's making a billion variants for. Star Wars War of the Bounty Hunters.
I wonder if people are ever going to realize like the more variants that come out for a book just runs the print run up and makes it less scarce.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Panda's 500 sub extravaganza tomorrow, 5:30 Eastern. Amy's got a big announcement.
Absolutely.
That'll
It's
be
going to be a fun day tomorrow.
boom, boom. Should we just go around the room and talk about what we have coming up on the channels? Let's start with Panda. What you got going on your channel coming up, Panda?
So tomorrow, 5:30 p.m. Eastern, I am doing my 500 subscriber giveaway video. We're doing it live. In order to get some of the prizes, you have to be inside the chat. Make sure that you go and find that 500 subscriber giveaway announcement video and enter in by using the hashtag PandaPack. Also, you can find me on IG, and the link is inside my bio as well. But we're going to be doing it a dusted style. So if you want to get in on it, make sure that you guys go ahead and get entered, and we'll give away some prizes. And the big prize will be a punchline cover that Austin LeMay had actually done, and it came back in 9.8 gold label. Or I guess I should say yellow label, whatever. Gold,
I like gold.
Same.
right? And that cover was actually donated by our friend Sam, the cover collector. So I'm so blown away that the generosity of this community and helping me reach 500 subscribers. And, you know, for friends like Austin LeMay to donate such an amazing cover for my 500 subscriber milestone. So make sure that you guys are there, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on my YouTube. And I've got a huge announcement going on, going forth, talking about my Sunday mail call and hangout. So,
Boom. I know what it is, obviously.
yeah.
I think Cade figured it out as well.
Big announcement. I'm not collecting. Hilarious.
Absolutely.
You notice? So we've all seen Mortal Kombat, right? All of us have.
Mhm.
Okay, so I remember watching it, and I'm like, why did they show the spit or his loogie on the lawn ornament, the gnome, right?
Yeah.
And then the last fight scene when Sonya Blade the same one right in his eye. Okay, sorry, I just got off topic there. Ryan, what do you got going on your channel coming up, bud?
Let's see. I got an interview coming out Tuesday. I got a mail call pretty soon, probably tomorrow. New comics, that video should be out pretty soon too. It's been a very busy end of the week, but trying to get caught up. So there's plenty on the way right around the corner.
Boom. And he has a Patreon as well. Make sure you head it up. You want some comic book news.
Yeah.
Mark.
I dropped my new comic book day video today, which I suggest checking out. There's a lot to keep up with, and covered a lot of books on it. Tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern, I got that live At Week's End show where I'll be spoiling everything that I read this week, as well as talking Invincible and whatever else. Also tomorrow, I don't know what time. I should probably ask him. Myself and the Comic Vet will be on Rigged on Slotted Up 503's channel.
Oh, nice. That's right.
So we'll be doing a little comic book trivia battle there. And then Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern ish, I'll go live for the 700 subscriber giveaway where I've got some key books, some must read stuff, as well as some slabs to give away. And that video is up to enter as well. And as always, you can enter on the video and you can be live for extra opportunities to win as well. So, and there'll be videos every other day of the week, but those are the big ones.
Nice. So I got a video coming out tomorrow. It'll be explaining. Maybe I'll have it coming out Monday. Maybe I'll put it out for the channel members tomorrow. The price differences between CGC and CBCS. The stuff I was supposed to unbox this week didn't come, so hopefully it comes next week. So I can do an unboxing. We will have a Thursday night chat on Thursday this week, and just a couple other. I'll probably have an investing video because I actually have some Marvel stuff I want to talk about. And Mark and I, we've been trying to get this top 10 list video for a while.
2 months.
Yeah, for a while. So we're finally going to do that this week, and I'm excited to do it. We're going to talk about basically 10 DC books that we think you should be investing in, because right now is definitely the time to be invested in DC because Marvel's killing it, right? MCU and all that stuff. All these
Yeah, I've been
books-
ranking up keys left and right.
DC books are not flying off like the shelves. The prices aren't as high. Like they are going up, but they're not going up at the same club as Marvel books. And now's the time if you want to get books at a lower price. Now's the time for DC. So we'll talk about that. And
You should probably stop telling people that until we're happy with our collection.
until we're happy that we got all the books that we want. Yes. Thanks everyone for hanging out. We had a great time. Panda tomorrow, Mark Wednesday, and I still. Panda tomorrow. Mark
Not with
Wednesday.
that attitude, you won't.
Think so. Yes. All right. Well, thank you guys for coming on, Panda and Ryan and Mark, and thank you to the channel members. I got it updated. I don't know how I missed it. Thank you to the family tier members, Legion of Comics, who's with us right here, Remiku Studios, DJ Links, Flash 6792, the Comic Book Poser, Mike V, Jonathan Michael, who was in the chat, Cardboard Crazies, who was in the chat earlier, Mike Tolp from Tolp Fiction, Deep Dive Comics, Selwyn Collectibles Lounge, Jason Slaughtered Up 503, Jade Kuros, Michael, Kidrana Prince, Chip Gittler, Jimmy the Dawn, Small Town Collectibles, Dan Eckery, and Adrian Pandawson 316, who's here with us now. And a friend here, we got a new guy, and plenty of awesome people in a supporter tier as well. Thank you also to the 616comics.com for sponsoring the monthly Burke Box, which we will do a members only stream either this week or next week, because a week from Thursday I will be doing the drawing for the next Burke Box, and I got some. You guys saw some of the fire that will be going in it, and I got some other books as well that can go in it. Thanks everyone for hanging out. We had a great time. Thank you, Chip. Thank you very much. Hey, well, you know what? Be in the live stream tomorrow for Panda, and be in the live stream on Wednesday for Mark. And good luck to you, sir. Yes, go Cats. And as always, thanks everyone for hanging out. Go Cats, Cowabunga, and it's Morphin time.